Welcome back. Vincent's currently experiencing fair skies at 82. Winds are calm, humidity at 23%, and the barometric pressure at 30.22 and steady. Area conditions are fair skies all around. Oaktown with a high of at 82, Lacey at 79, Mackey at 82, and Flat Rock, Illinois at 81. Along the Atlantic coast, temperatures range from the 40s to the 80s, with New York City, New York at 70 degrees. For the northern, central, and southern plains, temperatures are in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Bismarck, North Dakota at 82 degrees, and St. Louis, Missouri at 79, which will make for a quite comfortable evening as the Phillies take on the Cardinals at Busch Stadium. Turning to the west, temperatures are in the 40s to the 70s, with Alco, Nevada at 47 and Tucson, Arizona at 75. This low-pressure system from yesterday has moved slightly south and is still bringing rain showers to most parts of Idaho. There are also a few showers here in northern Texas, but as we turn our attention to the northeast and back home, you will notice that these two high-pressure systems are still bringing dry and clear conditions for the rest of the week. Tonight, we will experience clear skies, east-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, low of 49. For tomorrow, sunny skies, calm wind, high of 85. Tomorrow night, mostly clear skies, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, low of 53. And going into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all sunny. Friday, high of 86 and a low of 56. Saturday, high of 81 and a low of 55. And for Sunday, high of 80 and a low of 54. So start making those outdoor plans for this weekend, Evan.
I've already started. Thanks, Ethan. Without a new collective bargaining agreement in place, it appears the NBA is headed for a lockdown. Jesse Gwynn is here now with the details. Jesse, could the NBA season be over before it even starts?
It doesn't look very promising, Evan. The league has already wiped its preseason schedule, and the start of the regular season is also in jeopardy. I'll have more on the story when News Center 22 returns.
Next time on Nature, shaped by environment and human hand, early dog became an explosion of breeds.
Shar-Pei is a lovely dog, but physically they're just a disaster.
Our choices have consequences.
Man and dog have had a very strong relationship, and that relationship now is in crisis.
Discover the fate of dogs that changed the world.
NBA labor talks stall. Good evening, everyone. With WVUT Sports, I'm Jesse Gwynn. The NBA has canceled all remaining preseason games after owners and players met again on Tuesday, but are not any closer to a new labor agreement. Commissioner David Stern says the owners offered players a 50-50 split of basketball-related income. That's below the 57% that players were guaranteed under the previous collective bargaining agreement, but more than 47% union officials said was formally proposed to them.
While we were in the process of doing that with our owners, we were asked to step out, and we were advised by the players that that would not be acceptable to them, that they were at a higher number.
The players' union insists the 50-50 concept wasn't an even split because it would have come after the league had already deducted $350 million off the top. If there is still no deal by Monday, Stern says the first 2 weeks of the regular season will be canceled. No further meetings are scheduled. Ben Francisco became the latest bench player to step up in October, hammering a pinch hit homer to give the Phillies a critical Game 3 win over the St. Louis Cardinals Tuesday at Busch Stadium. Francisco battled for Cole Hamels and broke open a scoreless game with a two-out, three-run homer off Jaime Garcia in the seventh inning. The Cardinals struck with Garcia instead of opting for a pinch hitter on two outs in the sixth. Garcia struck out, then lost his pinching touch.
It didn't work, so it's bad managing. I'm watching him pitch and was really pleased, and I believe they have trouble snaring the ball on him. And even though the leadoff double, I saw what he did to Polanco and, Mayberry. He just, so I thought he was the guy to continue pitching.
The Cardinals are all too familiar with the winner else proposition. They won the NL wild card on the final day of the season, erasing a 10.5 game deficit on August 25th to overtake the Braves. Game 4 of the series gets underway in a little less than an hour. After losing both games in Milwaukee, a shift out west is just what the Diamondbacks and Paul Goldschmidt needed. The rookie first baseman drove in 5 runs, including a grand slam in the 5th inning to help the Arizona Diamondbacks to an 8-1 win over the Milwaukee Brewers. The Diamondbacks still face an uphill challenge as they trail the Brewers 2-1. The two teams play again tonight. Randy Wolf is slated to start for the Brewers, while Joe Saunders will take the hill for the D-backs. Switching to the American League, in a must-win game, the New York Yankees turned to A.J. Burnett, and he delivered by only allowing 1 earned run over 5 2/3 innings. Their bats came alive in a 6-run, 7-hit 8th inning for a 10-1 win over the Detroit Tigers to force a decisive Game 5 Thursday night in the Bronx. Rookie right-hander Ivan Nova, who shut down the Tigers in the opener, will start against Doug Fister. Both came on as relievers Saturday after Game 1 begun Friday night, but was halted after 1.5 innings. Adrian Beltre powered the Texas Rangers to the ALCS for a second straight year by hitting 3 consecutive home runs in a 4-3 victory over the Tampa Bay Rays. Beltre homered in the 2nd, 4th, and 7th innings. It's just the 7th time a player has homered 3 times in a postseason game. The Houston Astros are mourning the loss of a recent draft pick killed in a head-on crash. Authorities say Dustin Kellogg lost control of a pickup early Tuesday, crossed several lanes, and crashed into an 18-wheeler. The 18-year-old died at the scene. The big rig driver was not hurt. The Astros selected Kellogg, a pitcher, in the 34th round of the MLB first-year player draft in June. He then pitched for the Astros Gulf Coast minor league team and was a prospect for pitching for the major league team. Colts coach Jim Caldwell was non-committal when asked whether Curtis Painter will start Sunday's game with Kansas City. Painter completed just 13 of 30 passes for 281 yards and a pair of long TD passes to Pierre Garçon in the Colts' Monday night loss to Tampa Bay. It was Painter's first NFL start in the regular season. He was starting in place of Kerry Collins, who suffered concussion-like symptoms in a loss to Pittsburgh. Caldwell says he will decide who his starting quarterback for Sunday's game will be later this week. Finally in sports, it's time for our Play of the Day. Let's head back out to Comerica Park, where the Detroit Tigers hosted the New York Yankees on Tuesday. Yankees center fielder Curtis Granderson makes an amazing play in the outfield. Detroit's Johnny Peralta drives one to the gap and left, but Granderson lays and makes the fantastic driving catch to end the inning. What an effort to save the lead. Check it out again. Granderson makes the catch and walks away with our Play of the Day. And Evan, that's a look at sports.
That was a great catch. Thanks, Jesse. Well, he's not running for president, but the jokes surrounding New Jersey's have taken. We'll take a look at that story when we come back. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Roy Underhill. Now, what is the truly all-American wood? The wood that built a nation. Is it the oak that built our ships and whiskey barrels? Is it the walnut that built our desks and tables? Is it the maple, the gum, the pine, the ash, the spruce, the gum? No, it's none of these. It's hickory, the only wood that's as tough and resilient as the people who worked it, and will work wonders with this wonderful wood next time here in the Woodwright Shop.
On Masterpiece Mystery.
I'm afraid she's dead. I know who killed her. Albert Einstein.
Some secrets stay secret.
Lies and secrets. It should just be called lies. Lies!
Why do you think he's dead?
How would I know? I'm a child.
He's ex-special branch.
They don't fight fair. That's pure speculation.
It's a detective's job to speculate. Inspector Lewis on Masterpiece Mystery.
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie took himself out of the presidential race while cracking jokes. He even said he enjoys jokes about his weight as long as they're funny. But CNN's Jeannie Mose says no longer having Christie's weight to throw around is a downer for comedians.
We in the press tend to fall hardest for the guy who's hard to get.
Is he in or is Christie out?
And is he in or is he out?
Is it yes or is it no?
The answer is no.
Say it ain't so.
It's a no until it's a yes. So, New Jersey, whether you like it or not, you're stuck with me.
Governor Christie giggled his way through a couple of the questions.
That's such a shock to people in New Jersey, right?
His decision not to run for president shocked nobody, but it disappointed many. We are gathered here to mourn all of the unborn, undelivered weight jokes that will now not be told. Late-night comedians will have to be content.
Traveling down the New Jersey Turnpike, I saw him on the truck scales. He was...
with the routines they've already managed to squeeze in during the courtship of Christie.
Yes, ma'am.
If you run for president, I will give you this bucket of chicken, extra crispy.
Okay.
Really?
Governor Christie said he doesn't mind when comedians joke about his weight. That's their job.
All I care about is that they actually are funny, so that I can at least laugh about it while they're mocking me,
But when political commentators say things like this...
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie cannot be president. He is just too fat.
The people who pretend to be serious commentators who've wrote about this are among the most ignorant people I've ever heard in my life.
David Letterman made a show of pretending not to do any more Chris Christie weight jokes.
The guy who was sent off to go and come up with jokes that weren't about me being fat, that guy was really good.
Fat jokes disguised as dumb jokes.
Chris Christie is so dumb, his blood type is Alfredo.
Fat jokes disguised as cheap jokes.
Chris Christie is so cheap, when he steps on a scale, it reads 1 at a time.
As long as they're funny, what the hell do I care?
Not only can he take a joke...
And Andrew would come to me with his computer, go, hey, Dad, did you see this one?
He can tell one.
So he's been grounded, but...
Jeannie Mose, CNN.
I love you, Chris Christie!
New York.
And that's all for this evening. For Ethan Quarterman and Jesse Gwynn, I'm Evan Nunn. Good night.
This is WVUT Vincennes.
Welcome to our program. We began this evening with the dramatic announcement today by Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey that he would not seek the Republican nomination for president. One of the men leading the charge to get Governor Christie to run was the billionaire co-founder of Home Depot, Ken Langone.
If his heart isn't in it,